Everybody ready?
I love TJ.
Here we go. Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, March the 19th, 2024. We welcome you here this evening. Thank you for coming out. In a few minutes, we'll get started with our moment of silence and then our Pledge of Allegiance, and then some special recognition. Before we go to that, I have a couple of announcements I'll make quickly. And first of all, we will say congratulations to our own Dana Clark, who today at the Tourism Conference in Greenville, North Carolina, was presented the Order of the Longleaf Pine. So we're very excited. Dana was here earlier for the reception we had for this, and we recognized him. But if you see Dana, please congratulate him on the very special Order of the Longleaf Pine. And also, we welcome our newest member of our head of Department Ed, Brenda Floyd, who will be the new Downtown Development Main Street Director. I think I got all that title in there. Brenda, we are glad to have you. Brenda, of course, has lived here many, many years. Was with the community college for 10 years plus, I think. Several things at the J. Brawl Hill Civic Center, and also for the last couple of years has been at Linville Ridge Country Club in Linville, North Carolina. And we're glad to have her back here and with us. And she has already hit the ground running, has been, went to the Main Street Conference last week or so, and has been at the Tourism Conference, I think, the North Carolina in Greenville also, and just got back, drove here, straight back in to be with us tonight. And so, Brenda, we're welcome and glad to have you coming on board with us to keep our great department rolling along. So, and we'll talk more about that. As we go to the time of prayer, please keep Ben Liddy, our own Ben Liddy, and your thoughts and prayers. Ben last week lost his father, and then this week also lost his grandmother. It's been a hard week on the Liddy family, and so please keep he and his family in your thoughts and prayers as we go forward, and talk to Ben when you have a chance. All right, if you will, please join me now for a moment of silence and our Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll get started tonight with a very special recognition. One of those bittersweet recognitions I will add to that. Nothing to the no agendas up here. That's all right. Don't need it. I can make it up as I go. That's what Dad living.
He does that.
Kaylin, come on up.
Like a rapper, you just freestyle.
You know, I told this earlier, but I've tried now for I don't know how long to cancel all these retirements, but nobody will listen. I don't know what it is. Somebody said the mayor had some kind of power. Well, I have no power. I mean, obviously it's I can't get this done, but anyway, we are going to obviously miss you greatly. You have meant so much to us for these last 10 years and even more. And I know you're still going to be here. We're not losing you from that, but and I know you will help in every way you can. But thank you for all that you have meant to this city for these not only these 10 years. You know, I said earlier we've had a great Main Street program. And our program was moving and flourishing, but it really changed when you became the director, and we really appreciate that. We became one of the most respected Main Street communities across the state. We actually were the state champions of Main Street several years ago when we won 5 Main Street awards. The Main Street people were like, "What is going on in Lenoir?" And we've tried to show them what's going on in Lenoir over these last years. So I think we've had 8 or 9 over the last 4 or 5 years. And we're very proud of that and proud of all the things that have come from being around that. And thank you for your leadership to it. I know you were gonna tell me that it wasn't all you. It was, but every great place has to have that person who is the leader, the driver, the pusher, the person that gets it going. You surrounded yourself with great people, great volunteers, and we have one of the most, best volunteer groups anywhere. And I'm always the, people in North Carolina, when I go to other places talking about how many volunteers. You guys have 150 volunteers? I can't get 10 in my city, and so we're very, very excited about that, and thank all of you for what you meant. That means that people enjoy getting involved with when programs are going well. Our Main Street and our downtown are all doing well, and we're excited about it. It's been a 20-some years that we've been working on rebuilding our Main Street and downtown program and making it the best we can make it across the state. And with your leadership, that is happening. So we thank you. And Matthew as well. There he is back there. Matthew's been great. Kyle Case before Matthew, both have been a great part of that. And we thank you for what you've done as well, Matthew, as well. And Matthew's going to be leaving us too. And in a few more weeks, we want to keep him around, but we will miss him very much so. And we had a special recognition for him earlier today. So we appreciate what Matthew did. But now, I get to do this again. And this is a very special resolution honoring Kaylin Horn. Whereas Kaylin Horn started serving as the Downtown Economic Development Main Street Director on May the 27th, 2014, where she oversaw the City of Lenoir's Main Street program, worked to boost economic development in downtown Lenoir and the city, assisted businesses and property owners with grants and promotions, and worked to make downtown Lenoir a great place to do business and spend time with family and friends. And whereas, before coming to the city, Kaylin worked in staff development at Appalachian State University, got a pretty good degree out of that, I think, as an academic advisor at Polk State College in Florida, as an economics and international diplomacy professor at the University of Trieste in Italy, and the Wall Street Institute of Trieste in Italy, and as an event planner at the Caldwell Chamber of Commerce. Very diverse working environment. And whereas during her nearly 10 years career with the city, Kaylin maintained downtown Lenoir's national Main Street accreditation, recruited and supported hundreds of volunteers, and with their help, ushered in new downtown events, including the Woodfire Smoke Festival and the Carolina Tattoo and Arts Gathering, and championed the North Carolina Blackberry Festival, the North Carolina Gravity Games, and the digital platform scavenger hunts. 3 of these events receiving a North Carolina Department of Commerce Main Street Awards. And whereas Kaylin started and completed many projects for the city, including the first downtown Lenoir master plan featuring the campus, founding the Downtown Lenoir Development Alliance Incorporated, creating the Time Well Spent Clock Tower Sculpture Project, spearheading to be a part of what makes this program, it's a hard one, a part of what makes this work volunteer program, and launching the Moving Lenoir to the Second Floor program, both of which received a North Carolina Department of Commerce Main Street Award. And whereas Kaylin spent many hours writing, managing grants to bring hundreds of thousands of dollars of investment into Lenoir, including an Appalachian Regional Commission grant to build citywide wayfinding signs, a rural transformation grant with the North Carolina Main Street and Rural Planning Center, a grant from the National Trust for Historic Preservation, and a grant from the Covington Foundation to make improvements to the campus at the historic Lenoir High School, a North Carolina State Historical Preservation Office Architectural Survey grant to study residential neighborhoods and commercial properties in downtown, and a National Park Service and National Main Street Facade Improvement grant. You did a few things, you know. And whereas Kaylin collaborated with city staff and developers to see Bluebell at Lenoir Mills become a reality, bringing a 46 loft-style apartments to within walking distance of downtown, and she cultivated historic property rescue projects to save 122 Boundary Street and the Steins Ice Cream Parlor building located at 818 Harper Avenue, with both projects winning a North Carolina Department of Main Street Commerce Main Street Award. And whereas KWIN championed the creation of the Together We Create brand for downtown Lenoir, which received the North Carolina Department of Commerce Main Street Award, as well as the Create With Us brand for the city of Lenoir, including the design and construction of a new gateway sign at Smith Crossroads. And whereas Kaylin Horn announced her retirement effective March 1st, 2024, with 10 years of service to the city of Lenoir, and after giving untold hours of time, dedication, and love to downtown Lenoir. Now therefore be it resolved that I, as mayor and on behalf of Lenoir City Council and all of our citizens, do hereby congratulate Kaylin on her retirement and thank her for her outstanding service and numerous contributions to improving downtown Lenoir, the heart of our city. This is the 19th day of March, 2024. Congratulations. You get to keep it this time. And I'll give you this, and I know we did it a little bit earlier, but we're going to do it twice. But you have earned not only great respect from all of us for what you meant, you've also earned the right to say that you helped make this a better place to live, and you have. So, with this, I present you the key to the city, the highest thing we can offer anyone in our city, and we're proud that you earned, not only you earned it, but you also, you did great things to make this a wonderful place to live. So this reads, presented to Kaylin S. Horn, Economic Development and Main Street Director, for an honor and recognition of 10 years of outstanding public service in municipal government, including accomplished work to the city of Lenoir, the Lenoir City Council, March 19th, 2024. Thank you very much. You get to keep these this time. And the mic is yours if you can talk.
Gotta say something.
I can't show that video all over again,
Can't do
can I?
that.
You guys just won't let me. Mr. Gilman's like, we don't have the time. I'll
If you
try.
didn't see the video that you did, I know some of
need
you
that
did.
link.
You need to see it sometime.
Send you the
It was
link.
absolutely fantastic.
I'll just very quickly, because I can't get through it. Honored. Thank you, council, for your support. My first day on the job was a little rocky. I shared that in our committee the whole meeting. At the time, it might have been a decision to maybe rethink whether or not we were going to head down a Main Street department staff and how we were going to plan that. But thank you for having the trust in me to pick that ball up and move it a little bit further down the yard line. And I greatly appreciate your confidence that you had in me. It meant a lot. And we've seen a lot of great things happen over the years with your support. And I know that you'll continue to extend that to Brenda, who is just going to do a marvelous job. So excited to be able to pass that on to her. I expect great things, and I know she'll come through for us. Matthew and Kyle, can't thank you both enough. Wouldn't even know where to start. Department heads, there are times in this work when you're going, this is interesting, and maybe it's going to be a little difficult to get up and go back to the office in the morning, but knowing that every department head has your back, can be there to answer the phone when you have a question or when you're concerned about something and you really need some help. It never passed by the chance to do that. We have something truly extraordinary at the City of Lenoir. Service beyond measure is not just something that we say that's a little bit cheesy. It really is something that we apply and we work for and we appreciate internally as well as externally, and it really means a lot. And you guys made the difference in me being able to come to work a couple of days. Like, no, I gotta go for them because they expect me to be there and they'll help me and get me through some hard times. And my family, couldn't thank them enough. Amazing people. Involuntary volunteer that sits in the back of the room. You guys kind of got 2 for 1 on that deal. I'm just saying, when it came for time time well spent. And just thank you, everyone, and I just truly mean that. It's been an honor and a blessing to be here, so thank you. And if I forgot somebody, I'm really sorry.
Earlier today, we did give her partner the honor of being called Dr. Main Street. John Ty is now Dr. Main Street forever. That title we would give to keep for a long time. But John, thank you. I know that you were always there when she had anything to do, late at night, early morning, whatever. John Ty was there unloading, loading, or whatever. And so, to have someone, every good woman's got to have a guy behind her somewhere. Isn't that how that works? So, anyway, thank you for what you've done as well.
And he was easy on the budget.
May I say thanks to those volunteers?
But you did have a great group of volunteers, that's for sure.
They were telling me what to do more than I was telling them what to do.
All right,
Thank you all very much.
let's shoot a picture without this. Come on down, everybody. Okay. Where's Matt? Matthew?
We're gonna let Dr. Main Street be in it too.
Yeah, Dr. Main Street too. We had this one made so it would work.
Yeah, you gotta stay in front, Matt. Matthew, you gotta be up front. You just gotta be up front, sir.
Yeah. That's the one, this one, you want all that. This one. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And Scott, if you just wanna step up some a little bit. All right, I think I can see everybody. Ralph, go to this way a little bit, yep. All right, want to do a couple without a flash. 1, 2, 3, cheese. And then we'll turn the flash on. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay.
Got it.
Yay!
All right, there you go. Take them with you. You gotta be there. All right, very special time. Thank you again, Kaylin, John, Matthew, and Brenda. Welcome aboard. You see the shoes they're out there. You got to feel. So you'll do good.
Y'all look out. She's got her own shoes.
I know she does. I know she does.
That's all I'm saying.
She'll hit the ground running for sure. But thank you, everyone. All right, we'll move on then. Tonight we do have a matter scheduled for public hearing. This is rezoning. This is for 1604 Walt Arney Road. We'll hold this hearing to consider approval of a rezoning request for 1604 Walt Arney Road to be rezoned from R9, which is mixed density residential, to B2 general business, to add a car sales accessory to an existing automotive detailing business based on the consistency statement below. The proposed zoning change is consistent with the comprehensive plans policy concepts to adopt straightforward zoning standards and reuse vacant commercial sites. This proposed change also conforms to another policy concept to bring commercial buildings closer to the street. Additionally, this would be consistent with the adopted comprehensive plan because it reflects the desire to increase the number of commercial developments in close proximity to high-density residential. Staff finds the proposed rezoning to be consistent with the goals and policy concepts of the comprehensive plan. The proposed amendment is reasonable and in the public interest because it supports an existing small business without encroaching on an established area. All right, I'll open the public hearing. We have our Director of Planning, Hannah Williams, here, and we'll let Hannah talk to us a little bit about it, but we are in the public hearing.
Certainly. Thank you very much, Mayor. Right, this property, it's zoned R9, but it has had a commercial warehouse on the property for decades. And the owner, who is the applicant, and he is here tonight in the audience, he's operated a business here for a while and wishes to add car sales as an accessory to this detailing business. And in order to sell more than 5 cars in a year, you have to get a dealer's license from North Carolina. He approached us about a zoning verification letter, which is a part of getting that dealer's license, and we couldn't provide it for him because of the zoning. And R9 does not allow for car sales. Walt Arney Road has B2 right across the street, which is kind of odd. That's an odd way to do zoning. Usually a street corridor will have the same zoning on both sides of the street, so you can have same predictability, same uses allowed on either side of the street. As it happens, this applicant and the owner owns the property directly across from him, which is Zone B2. He could do car sales there. He could do his detailing business there as well. And he may expand in that direction in the future, and he would be allowed by right to do that. So we're just trying to fix a zoning bit right here with this rezoning. There wouldn't be any major change to what you see out there today if he adds the car sales and if it's rezoned as B2. That is about it. I do want to submit the staff report for the record, and if you have any questions, I am available. The applicant is also available.
Yeah, the planning board approved it as well.
Oh, and of course.
Yes.
The planning board checked this out at their February meeting, and they voted to, they advise approval of this decision.
Okay, thank you. Any questions of Hannah or the applicant, either one that is here? Any questions at all? All right, whenever you're ready, we'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve this item of rezoning as presented.
Oh, wait a minute, I gotta close the
Oh, you
public
got to close
hearing.
the public hearing. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I've set
Okay.
you up with that, didn't I?
That's all right.
Yeah, all right, if there's nothing else before us, I will close the public hearing and turn it over to council for action. Now you can do it.
All right. Punch. Mr. Mayor, I would make the recommendation to approve this as presented.
Thank you.
Rezoning as presented.
Have a motion from Councilmember Thomas that we approve the rezoning as presented from R9 mixed density residential to B2 general business as presented by the planning staff and planning board. Anything else to come before, questions or anything? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Motion carries, is approved 100%. We're missing Councilmember Purdue tonight. He is out of town. So, okay, thank you. Thank you, Hannah. Appreciate that. All right, we'll move on to consent agenda items then tonight, consisting of item A, minutes of the City Council meeting 2024 budget retreat held on Friday, February 23rd. Item B are minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting of Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. Item C are minutes of the City Council meeting of Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. Item D is an audit contract. This is with C. Randolph, CPA, PLLC/S, and Eric Bowman, PA. Staff request approval of the FY 2024 annual audit contract / non-contest services for the City of Lenoir as submitted by, what's her name, Cindy? Yeah, Cindy Randolph, CPA, for audit services at $14,850, and as submitted for S. Eric Bowman, PA, for non-attest services at $38,000. Item E is from Lenoir Greenway. This is a municipal agreement with recommendation of approval of the Lenoir Greenway Municipal Agreement with the North Carolina DOT for the BL-0065 NC DOT LAPP, that's locally administered project funding in order to allow staff to move forward with the project. Note the federal funds available for this project are $1,734,400 with a 20% non-federal match or $443,600. Note the 20% non-federal match or the $433,600 for the project has already been set aside. Additional background information is available on the council action form included in the agenda packet. Item F is a resolution. This is for the Rural Downtown Economic Development Grant. Recommendation of the resolution in support of the North Carolina Commerce Rural Downtown Economic Development Grant for a pavilion at the campus / Over Mountain Victory Trail connector and a commitment of a 5% local match. Item G, we have pulled from that tonight for further study concerning the splash pad situation. Item H is a resolution, and that's for Kaylin Horn as we presented tonight for the retirement of Kaylin Horn. So that's your items, excluding G. It'd be A through H without G. I'll open it up to the council for any discussion, questions, or motions. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to accept the consent agenda items A through H, pulling G.
Thank you, sir. We have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Stevens that we approve the consent agenda items A through H without G as presented. No other discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. That carries unanimously. Thank you. All right, we'll move on then to requests and petitions of any citizens. If there's anyone who would like to, you're now a citizen, but no, we're not recognizing.
This is gonna be really great.
Do you want to say? Yeah, you can. Okay.
I forgot to remind you, if anyone hasn't signed my board, here, please make sure. I have a request that I would like to make sure that you formally sign.
Okay, good. If you haven't signed the
that
board
fun?
back there, please do so before you leave tonight.
Had to try it, you had to practice.
She's supposed to come up to the microphone and state her name and address.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were supposed to come up.
She might need to be sworn in too.
Yeah. Well. Yes. Thanks. Come up.
Ooh, all right.
We know you, Jennifer. If you will, give us your name and address as we have to.
Hello, all. My name is Jennifer Endicott. My address is 107 Main Street, and I read better from notes, so please allow me to read from my phone what I've written up. In the past few weeks, I've been in several small downtowns around the state for conferences and personal travel, and I've noticed something obvious that they had that we do not. We have a glaring lack of bike racks in the downtown area. Matt Underwood confirmed that we do have 0 bike racks in downtown. Current places to lock up a bike include lamp poles, street signs, or the few benches around the city square. And why do we need them? Because, and I have a couple of points, with the new master plan, we're trying to actively promote downtown living space and nearby neighborhoods to frequent the downtown area, either with walkability or bikeability. Earlier this evening, it was mentioned the apartments that Kaylin helped spearhead, including the Bluebell, including some in the downtown historic district. We have the Over Mountain Victory Trail, a 300-plus mile national park trail running right through downtown Lenoir that is part of our Lenoir Greenway. We annually host the Bootlegger 100 bike race, which predictably draws over 200 riders from around the state. We used to host the annual Bridge to Bridge bike race, so there's no lack of history of bicycle-related events in our city, including in the downtown area. We have a bicycle festival in downtown coming up next month, geared towards family-friendly cycling and bike safety in the city. And most importantly, we are one of the overnight host cities for the Cycle NC Bike Ride in October, an event that attracts over 1,000 cyclists of all skill levels from all over the state. And I would be happy with just some plain old black S-shaped bike racks, but knowing our love of public art, I would love to see a little more flair put into it so that it's some part of the public art collection and maybe not something so boring. But that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate that very much.
Nice.
That is, I mean, sounds like a great plan. That does. I think we've had bike racks at one time.
We did have one. Matt Underwood said we had one next to the stage. That is no longer there.
Okay.
There's actually one, it's next to 1841, but you kind of don't see it because of the pop-out dining.
Yeah.
So it's not like in a really great space. There's a space that's delineated for bicycles, and that's where that bike rack is, so it kind of gets overlooked. You don't really notice it, but it's a great idea. Absolutely a great idea.
City manager said we'll look into it and we'll get with the proper departments to see what we need to do to see how we can make that happen. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Anyone else that would like to address the council during this time? All right, seeing no one, we'll move on. We do not have reports from our boards and commissions this evening, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations of the city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
Mayor, Council, just tonight, a few items for information. The Lenoir Business Advisory Board will meet on Thursday, March 21st at 6 p.m., and that's third floor City Hall. The Planning Board scheduled to meet on Monday, March 25th at 5:30 in the City County Chambers. The Committee of the Whole will meet on Tuesday, March 26th at 8:30 a.m., third floor City Hall. The Foothills Regional Airport Authority will meet on Wednesday, March 27th at noon at the airport. And city offices will be closed on Friday, March 29th in observance of Good Friday. Lastly, I would say after 37 years, go Pack. Light it red.
Ooh, oh my God. We were doing so good, and then you're gonna just ruin it.
You've been waiting a long time for that, you know?
Had to say it.
Bleeding blue,
Bless your
bleeding.
hearts. And that makes it okay.
Man, oh man.
We do need to mention that the iHeart Main Street that was going to be this coming Saturday, the 23rd, has been rescheduled. It's not postponed, it's just rescheduled. Later on, we're looking in May now for that. Try to do an outdoor event where it'll be a little bit warmer and we can do it downtown and kind of have a fun awards night and do a lot of other things. So that will be back to you. Anyone who has already reserved it and paid money, we can either refund or move it forward. I think they're trying to work on all that, and that will be announced soon. So just want to let everybody, council know. I know a lot of you were planning to be there, so change on that. Anything else that we have?
Just Rotary at 6, what time?
6:40.
Who's that?
But,
You,
yeah,
the
and
mayor?
you speak fast.
6:40, God.
Yeah,
Who sees the world at 6:40?
busy day, right from 6:40 to.
Yeah,
the
don't we
meeting
have
of
something else? Yeah, we got,
the whole, and COG that night,
killing me,
sir.
killing me. Okay, Rotary Club next Tuesday. All right, anything else, other announcements? Okay, move on. Any recommendation from our city attorney, Mr. Rohr?
No, sir, thank you.
Glad that you are feeling better. Hope everyone in
whole
the
family's over it.
Good. That is good news that everybody is moving along well with that. I do have one from the mayor's office, one board announcement for the LTDA. I'd like to announce that would like to consideration of the appointment of Kimberly Edmondson to be appointed to serve a term on our Lenoir Tourism Development Authority, the LTDA. This would be placed on our April 2nd agenda if everyone is in agreement with it for consideration. Kimberly, of course, is the director of the J.E. Broadhill Civic Center and deals with tourism quite often, obviously. So we think she would be a great fit to that. And since we lost one of our board members who now has gone to work for us, in Brenda, we will have a seat that we need to fill with that, and we think Kimberly would be a good fit for that. We actually invited her to the last meeting. She came just so she could kind of see what was happening and how everything was working. So hopefully that will be a good fit for us with that. Other than that, I don't think we have any other announcements that I can think of. Anyone from the council members have anything?
Well, I will just say that, that the city team showed up for, we have the Industrial Basketball League. We have some people here that were fans, right? So we survived 2 games of winning, and then I think we went down last night because we didn't have enough players, but go see Lenoir as we continue to represent the city.
We need a doctor on
basketball. We
duty.
need a doctor. We definitely need a doctor. And
Do we lose? We lost somebody to injury, didn't we?
Yeah, we lost a couple.
John Hogan.
Got Dr.
Yeah.
Main Street, what else do we need?
Telling you.
Dr. Main Street, you're gonna have to come down to the rec to help these old people play basketball.
It's interesting, yeah. We play, our next game is this Thursday. I can't at Martin Luther King. So, you know, fans are welcome. There's no charge. Just bring some water and help us up if we fall.
And it's comedy.
Ike didn't show up. We need Ike. We could have used
And
Ike.
Ike won't show up.
Ike said he said he would referee half the court, and I said I'll like go back to Rover days. I'm
don't
gonna be a
wanna rep
Rover.
that crowd.
Rover basketball. I'm gonna be on one side to shoot and then wait.
I can do that.
But what the other thing that's nice is to have the interaction with people that we would never interact with each other. I think that's the biggest thing that's been nice is been out there with different departments that we get to build relationships with and kind of have a good time. So that's people I would never be with. So come out and support us
And when you gonna play again?
Thursday. The game's either at 6 or 7. I'm not sure. Josh was on the team, so he can show up anytime. Yep. And TJ, hey, you don't have to be with the law
I have
dogs. You come on
ankles
with us.
like toothpicks.
Huh?
I have ankles like toothpicks.
I understand. I'm feeling the same thing, but
I told you this was gonna happen from the start, but
Just,
anyway.
yeah.
No
might
one
lose
will
some
listen.
people.
All right. Anything else to come before us tonight? If not, we stand adjourned.